Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program this week. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. As of Friday morning, February 4th, reports show the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Arlington increased by 1,072 for the week, up to 38,681. We at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News will continue to monitor the situation as the winter months continue. As for vaccinations, we examined Arlington County's Vaccination Tracker. According to that site, 195,863 Arlingtonians aged 5 and above have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. They show that figure as 85.7% of their estimated eligible population of 224,754 Arlingtonians. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for 5 through 11-year-olds is still available at the following locations. Arlington Mill Community Center, that's located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, and Walter Reed Community Center, that's located at 2909 16th Street South. Walk-ins for 5 through 11-year-olds are available Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. For more information, consult the Arlington County website. Arlington Public Libraries intend to once again be giving away at-home COVID-19 test kits, but they have temporarily run out. For those who can't get an at-home test kit from the library, Arlington County has 3 testing kiosks open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. The kiosks are located in Virginia Highlands Park parking lot at 1600 South Hay Street, the Arlington Mill Community Center parking lot at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, and the Courthouse Plaza parking lot that's located at 2088 15th Street North. In addition, another kiosk is open at Marymount University. The Virginia Department of Health also has a list of testing locations. And now on to our next news story for this week. Arlington County announced the opening of an additional no-cost COVID-19 testing kiosk at Sequoia Plaza. The kiosk is in partnership with Curative, which operates 4 additional sites in the county. The kiosk is located at 2100 Washington Boulevard on the service road behind the Stombaugh Human Services Center building, Sequoia 1. Beginning on Thursday, February 3rd, 2022, the kiosk will operate Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Appointments are encouraged and can be made at curative.com. Limited public parking is available on the same block as the Curative kiosks, in addition to the Sequoia Plaza parking garage. William Flagler, Acting Director of the Department of Public Safety Communications and Emergency Management, said, "We hope to meet continued community demand for COVID-19 testing by opening this kiosk on a convenient, accessible campus visited by many Arlingtonians." And now on to our last news story for this week. The Arlington County Board honored 13 projects on January 25th with 2021 Design Arlington Awards. The biennial program recognizes excellence in architectural and landscape design and public art, showcasing the best of Arlington. Arlington County Board Chair Katie Crystal said, "The Design Arlington Awards program was created to encourage and acknowledge great architecture in both public and private projects. By honoring creative, functional design that respects neighborhood character, we send a clear message about what our community values in its built environment." Judges examined 24 entries. The 17 winners included community facilities, private homes, and affordable housing communities. Images of the winning works can be found on the Design Arlington webpage. We cannot help noticing that other industries hold their own awards programs, such as the Academy Awards. It is not clear why the county itself chose to reward this particular industry, but not others. Well, that does it for the news for this week. Now on to our Community Bulletin Board stories.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first CBB event is for kids in kindergarten through grade 5. It's another installment of Kids Club. Each club meeting, they explore arts, books, crafts, and building through a different fun activity. This time it's called Illustrator Investigation. The kids will learn about an illustrator, then make a project based on their style. Here's a note about COVID-19 safety. Attendees and family groups will be spaced 6 feet apart to account for social distancing. All attendees age 2 and older, regardless of vaccination status, will be required to wear a mask while inside all library facilities. Space is limited. Attendance is first come, first served until the event capacity is reached. You can call 703-228-5946 for more information. That's on Wednesday, February 16th from 4:15 to 5:30 p.m. in the Barbara M. Donnellan Auditorium at Arlington Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street. Next up, free 2021 tax preparation assistance is still being offered through the Arlington County Public Library. Yes, you can get certified tax counselors to prepare your return for free. It's being presented in partnership with AARP for people with limited income. Make sure you bring the previous 2 years' tax returns, any correspondence you got from the IRS or your state or local taxing authority, Social Security cards or ITIN notices or cards or other official documentation that'll show the taxpayer ID numbers for every individual on your return, any government-issued photo ID for each taxpayer, checking your savings account info if you want to direct deposit any refunds or direct debit any amounts due, the identity protection PIN for each individual if applicable, other official forms including W-2s, 1099 forms. If you have a business, bring a summary list of all your income and expenses, information about any other income, including cash, IRS letter 6475 if you got one, IRS letter 6419 if you got one, records of federal and or state and or local income tax paid, including estimated tax payments if they're not shown on the other documents. Finally, any other records showing possible deductions, health insurance, and credits. The service is available by appointment only at Columbia Pike Branch Library through April 15th. The available dates and times are Tuesdays from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m., Wednesdays from 11 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., Fridays from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m., and Saturdays and Sundays from 10 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. You can get more information and make an appointment at novataxaid.org. Help is also available at other library locations. Just check the Arlington County Library website. Our next event is for families. Get ready to go wild because this one's called Wild Virginia Rodents. Each program will focus on specific groups of wildlife that live right here in Virginia. They'll email you a link to Microsoft Teams before the program start time. They ask that you have your device ready to go prior to the beginning of the program. For information, you can call 703-228-3403. Register online or call 703-228-4747. That's on Thursday, February 17th from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. This is a virtual event. Now it's time for something for teens aged 12 to 17. Wondering what to wear and pack for a hike with friends? Join in to learn how to properly prepare for a fun and safe time in the woods. You'll also practice your fire building skills and enjoy hot cocoa around the campfire. This program, of course, will be held outdoors. For information, call 703-228-3403. Register online or call 703-228-4747. That's on Saturday, February 19th from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Gulf Branch Nature Center, 3608 North Military Road. I guess there won't be s'mores for this one. Now, I'm just going to read this next story straight. Hey, middle schoolers, how well do you know your best friend? Well, you're sure to find out when you play the Best Friends game. In this comical competition, friends will pair off in teams of 2. Each person will be asked a set of questions to determine just how well they know their friend. Questions like, what is your friend's favorite color? Who is their favorite actor? And what is your friend's shoe size? These will really put BFFs to the test. For each matching answer, teams will get 1 point, and the first team to get 7 points will be crowned Best Friends. No registration is required. Attendance is first come, first served until the seating capacity is reached. It's a library event, so for COVID-19 safety, all attendees aged 2 and older, which is a cinch because these are all teenagers, regardless of vaccination status, are required to wear a mask while inside all Arlington Public Library facilities. When visiting the library, the county visitor face covering policy from the Arlington County Government website is in effect. You can call 703-228-5260 for more information. That's on Friday, February 18th from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. at Westover Branch Library, 1644 North McKinley Road, Suite 3. We'll finish up our CBB segment with an event for school-age children, that is, kindergarten and up. This one's called Crazy for Card Games at Glen Carlin. They'll have some fun card games to play with your friends or one of the library staff members who might be quite good. Happens every week. The kids can try their hand at Uno, Spades, War, Crazy Eights, or Go Fish, and other games. It's just plain relaxing fun for school-age children. No registration is required. Attendance is first come, first served until the seating capacity is reached. Once again, for COVID-19 safety, all attendees aged 2 and older, regardless of vaccination status, are required to wear a mask inside all Arlington Public Library facilities. You can call 703-228-5971 for more information. That's on Wednesday, February 23rd from 4 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. at Glen Carlin Branch Library, 300 South Kensington Street. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Our first event is called Documentary Discussions. View popular documentaries and discuss them with other 55 Plus members. Seems simple enough. In February, the subject will be the presidents, from Harry Truman to Gerald Ford. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 912-402-03, and that's on Wednesday, February 16th from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. You gotta be 55 and up. 55 plus membership is required, and this is a virtual event. Next up, join Arlington residents Ed Girovasi and Phil Rosen for an acoustic hour featuring classic pop, folk, and blues tunes from across the decades. Packaged refreshments will be provided by the Langston Brown Advisory Committee. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 912-301-02. That's on Wednesday, February 16th from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. at Langston Center, 2121 North Culpeper Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. The next event is called What's on My Plate? They mean your dinner plate, not your upper plate. You'll learn how to build healthy eating habits one goal at a time. A Virginia Cooperative Extension representative will talk about My Plate as a resource, why it matters, and how to set daily food goals. The trick is to start simple and with small changes. My folks always said that I started simple and only made small changes myself. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 912-501-04. That's on Tuesday, February 22nd from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Luberon Park, North Columbus and 2nd Streets. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, resolving to downsize. No, this isn't a diet plan. If downsizing is one of your goals for the new year, let Peggy Yee and Amelia Robinette, brokers with Nova House and Home, get you started with tips on how to clean out those overstuffed closets, junk garages, and filled to the brim attics. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 912-404-04. That's on Wednesday, February 23rd from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon at Langston Community Center, 2121 North Culpeper Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, get to know National Landing. Are you new to National Landing? Don't worry, practically everyone is, since they just changed the name a little while ago. You can join a member of the National Landing Business Improvement District, BID, who will provide an engaging presentation on the state of National Landing and how this district is poised to be America's most connected downtown over the next 5 years. That's what they say anyway. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 912-402-03. That's on Wednesday, February 23rd from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. at Aurora Hills Center, 735 18th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Finally, attention chocolate lovers. This one's called Chocolate Delights. You can learn about the different types of chocolate, how chocolate is made, and how it became associated with Valentine's Day and expressions of love. I always figured it was about expressions of love for chocolate anyway. H.K. Carmody, owner of Chocolad Chocolate Factory in Arlington, will delight your senses with this tantalizing discussion. Register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 912-501-01. That's on Wednesday, February 23rd from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Unfortunately, this is a virtual event, so I don't reckon they'll have any free samples. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 Plus News.
And now some commentary. As a news producer, I receive many messages from people and groups who want me to air their submissions. Many are self-promoting and few are relevant to Arlington. However, one message seems particularly deserving of rebuke. It reads, "Virginia parents stand up to school boards over mask mandates." It goes on to say, "Across the state, Virginia parents are standing up for their rights and in support of Governor Glenn Youngkin's Executive Order 2, allowing parents to opt their children out of school mask mandates." The release then provides the following quotation. We quote, "Mandatory masking is based on outdated data and public health guidance and a skewed cost-benefit analysis that ignores the costs of forcing kids to cover their faces for 8 hours a day. Governor Youngkin sought to let parents make their own determinations about what's best for their children. Numerous school systems, including my own, Fairfax County, are acting illegally by ignoring this order," said Carrie Lucas, mother of 5 Virginia public school children and employee of Independent Women's Network. The release continued, "In the past 4 days, more than 230 Virginia parents signed this open letter to their schools and plan to challenge their school districts by sending their kids to school without masks." The release then reproduced the full letter. From a journalistic perspective, I found this release to be sorely lacking. The quoted spokesperson was described as a mother of 5 children and an employee of Independent Women's Network. Parenthood is certainly not without its challenges, but the mere act of reproducing 5 times can be matched by a common house cat and in less time. In and of itself, it does not confer any advanced medical expertise. Further, the statement that this spokesperson is also an employee of Independent Women's Network does not inspire confidence in an appropriate degree of journalistic impartiality. Meanwhile, an online search revealed that Carrie Lucas is somewhat more than just an employee. She is actually vice president of the Independent Women's Voice, a nonprofit organization advocating conservative policy and established in 2003. The organization also created the Independent Women's Network, and the organization also created the letter and posted it online, asking recipients for signatures. I also note the mention of the over 230 parents who signed the challenging letter. Out of Virginia's population of 8,230,000 constitutes a fraction too tiny to easily express, less than 3/1000ths of 1%. This was not so much a news release as a pitch to amplify one group's agenda. While I simply ignore most such messages, it seemed appropriate to call this one out for its transparent dishonesty. And that concludes this week's show. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, be careful, be safe, and be well.